такое? Эти мыслятки. Че, промахнулся, да?
Save 20% on your first order and get fast free 1 to 2 day shipping. You should have found Keisha.
Jag tar den då. Varsågod. Moo Moo. Bentley.
Puppy ce faci?
At the age of 18. It was 1955 when his career took a seminal step. Mercedes-Benz invited.
Good girl. And this one. Door. Good girl.
Especially in those rooms where they essentially share a podium?
I have been told that, and more than anything, it doesn't take a giant leap of imagination to think that
Okay, come. Oh gosh. Give me the sock. Give me the sock. Give me the.
Ready?
Dear my beloved audiences, today I want to tell you a story which is called Dawit and the Dog from Lalibela. In the ancient town of Lalibela, where the churches are carved deep into the rock and the prayers of centuries still echo through stone corridors, a small dog roamed the dusty paths with purpose. He had no name when he arrived. He was lean, with short brown fur, ears that stood upright like antennae, and eyes that held a quiet kind of wisdom. No one knew where he came from. He simply appeared one morning near Bet Georgis, the church of St. George, sniffing the ground and looking up at the pilgrims as if searching for someone. The children followed him, giggling. One old priest nodded and whispered, "That dog walks like he's seen the angels." But for Dawit, a 12-year-old boy who swept the church steps each morning, the dog was something more. Dawit had lived with his grandmother ever since his parents died in a bus accident 2 years before. Life was hard, but his grandmother was strong, and the boy never complained. Every morning, before sunrise, he walked barefoot down the path to the ancient churches to clean the stones and light small candles for the tourists and worshippers. The day the dog showed up, Dawit was cleaning the steps when he felt eyes watching him. He turned, and there the dog stood, head tilted, tail low but gently wagging. "Are you lost?" Dawit asked. The dog didn't bark. He simply walked up and sat beside him, as if to say, "This is where I'm meant to be." Dawit shared a piece of injera bread from his satchel. The dog ate carefully, not like the other strays who fought over scraps. From that day forward, they were together. Dawit named him Tila, which means shadow in Amharic, because wherever Dawit went, the dog followed like one. Tila followed him through the markets where women sold spices in woven baskets, through the stone corridors of the rock-hewn churches, and even waited outside school. He barked only when needed, once at a cobra, once at a thief who tried to snatch a tourist bag. "He's not just a dog," the butcher said. "He's a guardian." People began to say Tila brought good luck. The old man who sold coffee by the church gate swore that after he gave Tila a bone, his back pain disappeared. A woman claimed her prayers were answered the day Tila licked her baby's feet. But Dawit didn't care for miracles. All he cared about was that for the first time since his parents' death, he wasn't alone. Then came the drought. The rains failed. Crops withered. Rivers dried to cracked beds. The tourists stopped coming. Money ran low. Food became scarce. One evening, Dawit came home with only a handful of lentils for dinner. "I'll give Tila half," he told his grandmother. "No," she said softly. "Tila must return to the hills. He is strong. He can survive. You're a growing boy." But when Dawit tried to leave Tila at the edge of the forest, the dog followed him back. Again and again, until Dawit stopped trying. One night, his grandmother fell ill. Dawit had no money for medicine, and the nearest clinic was miles away. He held her hand and whispered, "I'll get help. I promise." Before dawn, Dawit and Tila began the journey. Down the rocky trail, across a dry riverbed, past silent farms. It was over 10 kilometers to the nearest village with a clinic. Halfway there, Dawit stumbled. His feet were blistered. His head burned with heat. He collapsed beneath an acacia tree. Tila barked. Once, then again, and then he ran. He ran like the wind, through the thorny brush, across fields, down the hot, cracked road, until he reached the village. He barked at doors. At first, people shooed him away. But one old nurse, recognizing him from the church in Lalibela, said that's Dawit's dog. She followed him. An hour later, she found Dawit half-conscious beneath the tree. She gave him water, medicine, and helped him walk the rest of the way. His grandmother survived. The clinic sent medicine back with Dawit. The village donated food for a week. And everyone knew Tila had saved him. From that day on, no one questioned the dog's place in Lalibela. A few months later, a journalist from Addis Ababa visited the town. He heard the story of the dog and the boy and wrote an article titled "The Guardian of the Rock Churches." The story spread. Donations came in. A scholarship was offered. And in time, Dawit was accepted to a boarding school in the city. It was the chance of a lifetime. But the hardest part was saying goodbye. On the morning of his departure, Dawit knelt beside Tila. "I have to go," he whispered, "but I'll come back. I promise." Tila wagged his tail slowly. Then, as the bus pulled away, he sat at the same spot in front of the church steps, watching. Years passed. Dawit finished school, then university. He returned to Lalibela as a tour guide and preservationist, helping restore the ancient churches and teach children about their history. And every morning, he walked the same path to Bet Georges, where an old dog with silver in his fur still waited. Tila stood slowly, tail wagging, eyes bright. "I kept my promise," Dawit said. And the two walked together into the cool shade of the carved church, side by side, like they always had. If you like this video, please leave a like and a subscribe. It will really help our channel grow. But if you don't like it, then just skip it and don't forget to check out our other videos. Thank you very much and goodbye.